across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Cleveland Browns. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
Second and 9 at the 23-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Check. Check. 55.
Here's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll have a first down past the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Set. 20. 54. Right. 54. Pick it up. Pick it up. I got it.
Now the 3rd leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Set. 180. 54. Come on. Point it right. Point it right. Point it right.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield dancing to his left. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. You think about the two quarterbacks in this game with Darnold and Mayfield, and you think back to the 2018 draft. Gosh, leading up to that draft, the talk shows and all the rumors about who would go number 1. A lot of people thought it would be Sam Darnold going number 1 and playing for these Cleveland Browns. Josh Allen, Josh Rosen also in the mix. But it turns out the Browns, they would get Baker Mayfield. I think both parties pretty happy with the end result. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Here we go, son. 57 is Mike. Not today, you are. Not today. Watch the end. Shoot!
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the run.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 2nd down, it's Bell, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. From the 45 on 2nd down, Darnold. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. This is Bell. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Goes underneath for Bell. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge. And that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Watch the run, watch the run. Shit. Watch twist.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. He's checking. X3, 218, jump.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Let's go. Mike by 4. Smooth. I got you, son. I got you.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line.
A gain of 15.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first two selections at number 1 and 4 in the first round. But they circled back in the second round and got a really good one to Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
Kill, turn up. Watch twins.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That's it, baby.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Let's go, D.
They go with Chubb on second down. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He was the leading receiver for the Jets a season ago. Robbie Anderson, 50 catches, over 750 yards, and getting more and more comfortable with Sam Darnold. Now a year plus under their belts collectively. You'd figure that those numbers for Anderson might be trending further north. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the pass.
They'll run on first down with Cannon. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now Bell. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. 27 yards there, a first down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
50 seconds to Mike. Stay with your man. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now Bell. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
No. Off. Hey, check 24, check 24.
They'll give this to Bell running right. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Hey, alert. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Hey, watch that.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, D. He's coming. We got double up. Run. Regular. Watch 54. Hey, man.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
They run it again with Chubb. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Mayfield on first down. And this is incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
So, second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Check it out, Reed. Check any weapon.
Now Chubb running right. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On third down, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Quentin Williams in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jones. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back. On the return. And the Jets will take over first and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And that one blown up quickly. as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 15 now. Darnold got an open man. It's a noon one. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold gets it to his running back, Cannon. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Under 10, ready?
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here we go, son. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58. Right there, young lady. 58's the Mike.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's 4th down.
The kick by Bryant is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go play action. Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Cleveland.
Championships, baby. Check 37. Check 37. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
On 1st, here's Washington. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the fourth quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? Right back to Washington. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 26.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Washington on 3rd and short. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Regular. Mike 5-4. Hey, alert 33. Check 31.
Now on first down, it's Washington again. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I'm going to hit you all day.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 16.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
We ain't giving him nothing to check.
Here's Hilliard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The kick by Joseph is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Mike 57. I'm on.
A first down throw, Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Red 80. 57 to Mike. I got him. Red 80.
Back to throw, Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. The tackle by Terrence Mitchell.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
After the run, now Darnold to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. They'll run again with Hunt. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They run again with Hunt. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
20.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Jumping. Sponge.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, Hunt. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Kareem Hunt stops short of the sticks, and the Jets are going to get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Second and 6 at the 38-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch the ball. Check 52. Check safety. Check safety.
Bell. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
A loss of 1. It's now
Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
the Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far.
At the 23-yard line.
Set. 180. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me.
The first throw in overtime for Mayfield now. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
On first down, it's Hunt trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Throwing on second down. Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. A gain there of 21 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Washington gets it going right. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
I'm going from back to you. I'm going from back to you. Hatch it. Point it right. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Bridgestone, travel. Check 13.
Staying on the ground with Washington. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. Look at this, a tight end carry. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And this one is right down the middle. And they will take the lead at 13-10. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You ain't got nothing.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The first down run with Bell as he'll get about 6 there. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Darnold with his first throw of OT. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. I call it no gain there on the first down play. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Robbie Anderson. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
And here's your ball game, down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh? Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist,